morning everyone. It is Christmas Eve, day 24 of Vlogmas. I'm Sam and you're watching So Let's Sparkle with Sam. So it's Christmas Eve, so I've got my traditional Christmas Eve breakfast, which is a iced Danish twist from Marks and Spencer's. I love these, but they're very naughty. So Christmas Eve breakfast. I always find you need a little bit of a sugar rush before you get on with Christmas Eve. So yeah, so I've got my Danish twist and a big cup of tea. So I'm going to open my advent calendars with you, and then later on today I'm going to be doing my hashtag Christmas Eve craft on. So you have to say that really carefully. Christmas Eve craft on. So yeah, I'll be doing that a little bit later. I'm in my kitchen this morning because that's where I am. So yeah, so I'm gonna open my Get Sewing with Abigail. As soon as this is the last day, I just want to say a big thank you. Thank you very much, Abigail, for your fantastic advent calendar. I've really enjoyed it. It's been a lovely one to open, little treats every day. So thank you very much. And here's number 24. It's a big one. Oh! Now, this is like every crafter's dream. Look at that. A glue gun. Do you know what me and Simon were talking about this the other day? I, of course, have got a glue gun. But we were Simon's always borrowing my glue gun. He's oh, can I just borrow your glue gun? You should just buy yourself a glue gun. Like, oh, I'll just borrow yours. So I think I might gift this to Simon tomorrow as a little extra present, and he'll really appreciate that. So thank you very much, Abigail. That's very thoughtful. Oh, what a generous gift. The next one is my Flying Bobbins. So Liz at Flying Bobbins, thank you. I haven't actually seen very much on the Facebook page about people opening their advent calendars, so I might pop something on just to say thank you, because I've really enjoyed mine. It's had a Simplicity Vintage Lady theme to it this year, which I've really appreciated. And I actually really liked the present every other day and then the chocolate in between. It kind of, it was quite nice, because it can be a bit excessive, can't it? Oh, wow. Fantastic. A lined notebook. Now, you can never have too many notebooks, can you? And it's a Simplicity Ladies notebook, so I'll be using that next year. Thank you very much. Oh, proper treats today. How exciting. So as I said, my plan for today is I'm going to enjoy my breakfast, and then later on this afternoon Simon's finishing a bit early, which is lovely, so I'm going to nip into town. I don't really need to do any shopping, but I actually find going into town on Christmas Eve is quite nice, because there's lots of people around and it's all very busy, and I actually quite like just popping in, and I do quite like the atmosphere. So I'm going to pop in because I want to pop into the shop and just say Merry Christmas to everybody in there, and just nip up, and then I'm going to go meet Simon for his early finish, and we might end up in the pub for a quick gin and tonic to, cheers in Christmas Eve. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today, this afternoon, later. But between now and then, I'm going to prepare my hashtag Christmas Eve craft on. Easy for you to say. So last year, between Christmas and New Year, I made Eric, and I really enjoyed making Eric. Eric was a kit that came for me Christmas morning, so I didn't actually craft him on Christmas Eve. He arrived Christmas morning. He came in kit form with everything that he needed, not the material for the clothes. That was just my material scraps. And I really enjoyed making him. He's a nice mixture of hand sewing and machine sewing, and then you can go to town obviously and making his clothes and things, and it was just a nice thing to make during that time. Sorry about that, I just had to stop the video because my son just came down into the kitchen to grab his cuppa before work, and he was in his dressing gown and nobody needs to see that. So so I was talking about Eric, made Eric, and he was a kit from Cool Crafting. I'll put the details for Cool Crafting in the description box if anybody is interested. Yeah, so he was lovely to make because he was a good mix of different skills. So this year I have decided I'm going to stick with Cool Crafting because I really enjoy their makes, and I'm going to make this one, and she's called May Love Day. There's a picture at the back. I'm not going to make this skin tone, I'm going to make a different skin tone, and I'm going to call her Star Love Day rather than May Love Day because she's going to be a little mini me. So I'm going to make her so she looks a little bit like me because I thought it would be a bit of fun. Next year I'm starting my journey on my Me Made wardrobe. So I'm very, very new to dressmaking, and it is all a massive big adventure, but I want to just start the journey. So each time I make something, I thought it might be quite nice because I do love making clothes for my animals and my dolls. So I thought every time I make something for me, I'm going to make something for Star, and that might be a bit of fun. It might not, you might not enjoy that, but I thought it might be a bit of fun. So I'm going to make, Star is going to be born between Christmas and New Year. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to make. So for my Christmas Eve craft on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pattern pieces. This is just one page, there's 2 pages. I'm going to take the pattern pieces and I'm going to trace them onto this, which is freezer paper. I actually buy mine from Always Knitting and Sewing. It's Reynolds Kitchens freezer paper, and it's fantastic stuff. I'll just show you. It's going to be very difficult for you to see, but basically you've got one that's a papery side and one's almost like a plastic coated. You can see the light reflecting, that's like a shiny side. And if you draw onto the paper side and then cut out your pattern pieces, it's great for pattern pieces, and it's fabulous for felt because felt's very difficult to cut out accurately. So what you do is you cut out your pattern pieces, draw them onto the tracing paper first, the freezer paper first. I just use it like tracing paper. Cut them out, and then with a very warm iron, not hot, you'll be able to adhere them to your felt or your fabric, and then you can cut them out, and then you can cut them out really, really accurately. So, excuse me, so my today's job is to do that. Trace, excuse me, that sticky bun is repeating on me. I managed to eat that while Joe was getting his cup of tea. So yeah, and then I'm gonna basically cut those out, and if I have time I might show you putting them on the fabric as well, how I do that and cut them out. So yeah, and then I've got that already cut out, ready to go, and I'm going to repurpose this. So this is the advent calendar box that I got from Get Home with Abigail. And what I'm going to do, I've already made a start, I'm going to put everything in it that I need for my Christmas Eve craft on. So I've got this is the skin tone fabric that I'm going to use. And then I've got my needles, and I've got all the accoutrements. I've got the arm joints, buttons, the special needle for her head, and all of the little threads and things in there. And then I got this in the sale I think last year. I've got a little shoe kit, which is also from Cool Crafting. So if I have time, I might actually make her a pair of shoes as well, because I'm not planning on making any shoes for my Me Made wardrobe because I'm not that talented, but you know, she'll need some shoes, so I might make those. We'll see what I get time to do. And then the plan is to show you on New Year's Day. Yeah, New Year's Day, Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, New Year's Day. I don't know what day it is. New Year's Day, and I'll show you if I've got it done, or how much of it I've got done, or if she's finished. So yeah, so that's my plan. So I'm going to make Star Love Day Cool Craftings kit for my hashtag Christmas Eve craft on. Out all of my pattern pieces on freezer paper, so we've got the shiny side on the back, and then I've got my main body fabric, and I've got it double-sided. I've got two lots. I've got it folded over, so double, and I'm going to put all of the pattern pieces on this bit that need two cutting out. So I need two of the head, I need two of the foot pad, and I need two of the side back, and then I need four of each of the legs and the arms. Well, what I've done is I've already cut out two, so I'm going to cut out another two on this section here. They've been very, very generous with the fabric on this one, so I don't sometimes you kind of need to make sure that you've got your fabrics all nice and close together, but I don't actually need to on this because there is plenty, more than plenty in fact. Okay, I'm just going to go and grab my iron. So I've got a iron on a warm setting. Oh, hang on, let me just turn my steam off. Just turn the steam off. I thought I'd already turned my steam off, but I hadn't. Let's turn my steam off. And then you just, and can you see it's almost like glue. They stick on, and this means, I mean, obviously if you haven't got freezer paper you can just pin them, that's absolutely fine, but I just find particularly these little tiny pattern pieces, because they stay on, it just makes cutting so much easier. And then you just cut them out. So you just grab your scissors. So once you've cut them all out, don't forget to transfer any markings that you need onto your pieces. And I do this with, these are from Ryman's, they're 99p, and they're little heat erasables, really fun. They work really well, and then yeah, just transfer them on. And then I'm actually going to do that at a later date because I think that's probably enough for my crafting on. And I'm just going to put all of my pattern pieces with my pattern inside my little red box, and then with all of the other bits and pieces that I need. And also I'm going to put my nice embroidery scissors in there, and then that is going to sit by the side of my armchair ready for some Christmas sewing. Hello there. I hope you enjoyed watching me prepare my Christmas Eve craft on. I'm really looking forward to making Star. I think she'll be a lovely thing to keep me occupied over the Christmas period while all of the jollification's going on. So yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you. It has been a really exciting year for me this year. It's been very different and very challenging, but it's also been brilliant and really exciting. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I started my channel this year. I'm very new to all of this. If you've watched one of my videos, I want to say thank you so much. It means so much for me. I enjoy reading every comment. I love seeing every like. I love watching my subscribers go up. It's just joyful. So thank you ever so much. And whatever you're up to over this Christmas period, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, I hope you have a lovely, happy, healthy time, and take care of yourselves. You know, don't worry about it. You know, if you need to take yourself off and have a little cup of positivity, have a cup of tea early in the morning, just have some time for yourself. Make sure that you look after yourself and make sure you look after the ones that you love. And have a very Merry Christmas. And I'll see you in the new year. Bye for now.